I'm what you would call a collector of bootleg Pokemon games. Pokemon Diamond and Jade, Chaos Black, etc. It's amazing the frequency with which you can find them at pawn shops, Goodwill, flea markets, and such. They're generally fun even if they are unplayable, which they often are. The mistranslations and poor quality make them uninitially humorous. I've been able to find most of the ones that I've played online, but there's ones that I haven't seen any mention of. I bought it at a flea market about 5 years ago. There's a picture of the cartridge in case anyone recognizes it. Unfortunately, when I moved 2 years ago, I lost the game. So I can't provide you with any screen caps, sorry. The game started with the familiar Nidorno and Gengar intro of Red and Blue version. However, the press start screen had been altered. Red was there, but the Pokemon did not cycle through. It also said Black version under the Pokemon logo. Upon selecting New Game, the game started the Professor Oak speech, and it quickly became evident that the game was essentially Pokemon Red version. After selecting your starter, if you looked at your Pokemon, you had in addition to Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle, another Pokemon, Ghost. The Pokemon was level 1, it had the sprite of the ghosts that are encountered in Lavender Tower before obtaining the Sylph Scope. It had one attack, Curse. I know that there's a real move named Curse, but the attack did not exist in Generation 1, so it appears it was hacked in. Defending Pokemon were unable to attack Ghost. It would only say they were too scared to move. When the move Curse was used in battle, the screen would cut to black. The cry of the defending Pokemon would be heard, but it was distorted, played at a much lower pitch than normal. The battle screen would reappear and the defending Pokemon would be gone. If used in battle against a trainer, when the Pokeballs representing their Pokemon would appear in the corner, they would have one fewer Pokeball. The implication was that the Pokemon died. What's even stranger is that after defeating a trainer and seeing Red receive $200 for winning, the battle commands would appear again if you selected Run. The battle would end as it normally does. You could also select Curse. If you did upon returning the overworld, the trainer sprite would be gone. After leaving and re-entering the area, the spot where the trainer had been would be replaced with a tombstone like the ones at Lavender Tower. The move Curse was not usable in all instances. It would fail against ghost Pokemon. It would also fail if it was used against trainers that you would have to face again, such as your rival or Giovanni. It was unusable in your final battle against them, however. I figured this was the gimmick of the game, allowing you to use the previously uncapturable ghost, and because Curse made the game so easy, I essentially used it throughout the whole adventure. The game changed quite a bit after defeating the Elite Four. After viewing the Hall of Fame, which consisted of Ghost and a couple of Pokemon I used for HMs, the screen cut to black. A box appeared with the words, "Many years later." It then cut to Lavender Town and Old Man was standing looking at tombstones. You then realized this was your character. The man moved at only half your normal walking speed. You no longer had any Pokemon with you, not even Ghost. who up to this point had been impossible to remove from your party through depositing in the PC. The overworld was entirely empty, there were no people at all. There was still the tombstones of the trainers that you used curse on, however. You could go pretty much anywhere in the overworld at this point, though your movement was limited by the fact that you had no Pokemon to use HMs, and regardless of where you went, the music of Lavender Town continued on an infinite loop. After wandering for a while, I found that if you go through Diglett's cave, one of the cuttable bushes that normally blocks the path of the other side is no longer there, allowing you to advance and return to Pallet Town. Upon entering your house and going to the exact tile where you start the game, the screen would cut to black. Then a sprite of a Caterpie would appear. It was replaced by a Weedle and then a Pidgey. I soon realized as the Pokemon progressed from Rattata to Blastoise that these were all the Pokemon that I had used curse on. After the end of my rival's team, a youngster appeared, and then a bug catcher. These were the trainers I had cursed. Throughout the sequence, the Lavender Town music was playing, but it was slowly decreasing in pitch. By the time your rival appeared on screen, it was little more than a demonic rumble. Another cut to black. A few moments later, the battle screen suddenly appeared. Your trainer sprite was now that of an old man, the same one as the one who teaches you how to catch Pokemon in Viridian City. Ghost appeared on the other side along with the words, "Ghost wants to fight." You couldn't use items and you had no Pokemon. If you tried to run, you couldn't escape. The only option was fight. Using fight would immediately cause you to struggle, which didn't affect Ghost but did chip off a bit of your own HP, which it was Ghost's turn to attack. It would simply say ... Eventually, when your HP reached a critical point, Ghost would finally use Curse. The screen cut to black a final time. Regardless of the buttons you pressed, you were permanently stuck in the black screen. At this point, the only thing you could do was turn the Game Boy off. When you played again, New Game was the only option. The game had erased the file. I played through this hacked game many times, and every time the game ended with this sequence. Several times I didn't use Ghost at all, though he was impossible to remove from the party. In these cases, it did not show any Pokemon or trainers, and it simply cut to the climactic battle with Ghost. I'm not sure what the motives were behind the creator of this hack. It wasn't widely distributed, so it was presumably not for monetary gain. It was very well done for a bootleg. It seems he was trying to convey a message, though it seems I am the sole receiver of this message. I'm not entirely sure what it was. The inevitability of death? The pointlessness of it? Perhaps he was simply trying to morbidly inject death and darkness into a children's game. Regardless, this children's game has made me think, and it has made me cry. Alright, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button down below. Be sure to hit that notification bell, it'll notify you every time I upload, as well as be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below telling me what other videos you guys would like to see. My voice, it sounds a little monotone while the recording. I'm still a little sick. I'm getting over it slowly but surely, but I'm still a little bit sick. So I'm just kind of like having to ride it out. It's a little monotone. My throat hurts a little bit, but I'm doing what I can for you guys. So with that said, if you guys want to check this story out for yourself, the link will be down in the description below, as well with the links to all my social media. So be sure to go follow me on all of those, because those are the best ways to interact with me. And as well as there's probably going to be a poll up in the right hand corner asking you guys whether you guys want to see more of these. It'll be a yes or no question. If you guys answer it, I'll see your guys' answer and I'll know whether you guys are interested in it or not. So with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. My name is Andaull, and peace out.